Hi, this is Bob TV, and I think Dolph Lundgren is the best Punisher. This is my gear, and this is my 1997 ESP LTD Explorer. This thing just screams metal, doesn't it? I got this about 12 years ago for about 700 bucks. I had to drive to London, Ontario to get it. Given that I'm in North Bay, that was a far drive. Worth it! Now, I call this my black metal guitar. I bought it to play black metal, and to this day, it still inspires me to write black metal. Alright, for strings, I used a Dario 11 to 49. I tuned it to D sharp, so it's half a step down from E. D sharp to D sharp. Originally, it came with an 81 in the bridge and a 60 in the neck. So, I immediately tore out the 81 and put in an 85. Now, when I started to write this episode, I was ready to come to you and say, when I first discovered Metallica and EMG pickups a million years ago, I started putting an EMG 85 in the bridge position of all my guitars, because that's what James Hetfield used. But as I went to fact check my memory online, every website I could find said he used an EMG 81 in the bridge. Oh well, I don't know where I got the idea to use an EMG 85, because generally everyone uses an 81. But I love the 85. I love it in this guitar, and I'm never going to change it. I've recorded a bunch with this, I've played numerous shows, and it's definitely a keeper. Now, as far as modifications to this guitar, these are Planet Waves locking tuners. I guess Planet Waves is D'Addario now, same thing. What's really cool about these is they trim the excess string off as you tune it. Means you won't prick your finger and bleed everywhere, and it looks super clean. No hurty, no hurty. I also switched out the strap buttons to the same Dunlop strap lock system I showed you in my first video on my death metal guitar. This guitar plays great and sounds awesome, which I'll show you after a word from our sponsor. This is my tech, and this is my Line 6 HD500 pedal board. It's a multi-effects and amp modeler all in one. With this, you can add effects to a real amp, like chorus or delay, or you can skip the amp cab altogether and plug in direct to your computer or PA system. It digitally imitates the sound of an analog amplifier. These are considered obsolete now, but I think it still sounds awesome. I keep it here in the studio to record riffs and demo ideas, to jam along with songs, or jam with my buds. I use this to record the first Buried Out back record. I'm gonna do 2 quick demos today. One will be a Devon in Town. Stop laughing. One will be a Devon Townsend inspired clean tone, and the other will be a full-on metal tone. Here's the clean channel. And here's the heavy tone. This is modeling a Mesa Boogie dual rectifier. Little old school EP for you. Now there are 100 other amps and effects in this thing. There's a great sounding bass amp model as well. I'll save that for another video. Say the sponsor thing again. This is my music, and this is Archspire. Okay, so this is tech death. Like extremely technical, proficiently executed Canadian death metal. In my opinion, there are 2 sides to the subgenre. Shredding wankery and Archspire. Archspire play at insane speeds and show a shocking level of skill. But they do it in a way that still sounds like music. Really awesome music. I've played shows with them, and I bought their records. If it were up to me, I'd actually call them tech melodeath, just to differentiate them from the robotic nonsense of other bands in that genre. All Shall Align. They released All Shall Align in 2011, The Lucid Collective in 2014, and Relentless Mutation in 2017. All amazing records. Check it, check it, check it, check it, check it. Links below. No! This is my channels, and this is Snazzy Labs. I admit, this is another tech channel, but this one's a little different. Snazzy Labs is where I first discovered how easy and cheap it was to build a Hackintosh. I'll link that video below. Mr. Snazzy does macOS tips and tricks, hardware reviews, and other nerdy stuff, all with a bit of flair. Well, that's my show. Stay tuned, stay buried.